Hello and welcome to yet another Linux podcast. Today I bring you an update on the bugs and quirks of the Dell G5 15 under Linux. One of the major bugs on Linux with the Dell G5 15 is that the runtime power management for the discrete GPU does not work properly. The RX 5600M needs to stay powered on even on battery or else it crashes on Linux. AMD is aware of the bug and we already have a patch out for addressing this issue. From what I understand, the RX 5600M is connected to a PCI bridge that can be hot unplugged, similar to how an external GPU enclosure works. This hot plug bridge support is enabled only for Thunderbolt bridges under Linux. While hot plug support is available for other PCI root ports, it is not enabled by default because it causes errors on certain other systems. This patch enables the hot plug support, which in turn allows the GPU to go on its lowest power state, PCI power state called D3. I've pulled the latest kernel sources and applied the patch. Let's see if it works. Okay, so here I have my Linux kernel tree. I've already got the ACPI D3 patch downloaded. It's available on the AMD GPU DRM issue tracker if you want it. I will put a link in the description to where you can get the patch. So first, let's copy my kernel configuration file. Boot /config 0.8.14 default to.config. Next we do make old def config. So our configuration file is written. Make -g6. I'm going to use only 6 threads rather than 12. Modules. Okay, let's just do make -g6. Okay, so the kernel has been compiled. Let's do make modules install. Now we do make install. This should install it to my boot partition. And then of course we have to sign the kernel because I've got secure boot enabled. Right. So to sign the kernel you need an sp sign command, and you will also need to enroll your key in your mock. I'm not going through all those steps. I've got this, so I just sign the image. Now we restart and let's see if the patch is applied. Alright, I'm back after restarting. Everything seems to be looking fine. You can see that I've removed the AMD GPU.runpm kernel command line argument from the command line on this, and it's working fine. I've got the GUI up and running. Let's check. Let's run a benchmark and see if everything is working. HUD equals shader clock /heaven. We run it. And oop. So that's not good. My GPU is stuck at 300 megahertz. see what happens if I unplug. Okay, it's still stuck at 300 megahertz. Not good at all. Could it be because of the CPU? Let's switch to the power save governor. That should lower the temperatures. And no. I'm still running at 300 megahertz at around 30 frames per second. That is not good. That is not good at all. Okay, fortunately there is a fix, sort of, for this. So this is OpenSUSE specific as far as I can tell. The problem which we have here is it's not setting the power management properly. I am not sure why, but if I do make local mod config, and we just give the default parameters to those, and then I do make -j6 modules. Now this will rebuild a few of the kernel modules. And once I install those modules and I run the make init RT again, it should solve that problem. Let's see. Alright, I'm back, and I did a bit of a mess up the last time, so I've removed the kernel, uninstalled the kernel. We're going to install it again. So to do that, I'm leaving the modules as is. We do make local mod config, and then we do make -j. I'm gonna go with 10 threads. So now we have to rebuild the kernel against the local mod config, but because the modules are still installed in /lib/modules, it should pick up the other kernel modules as well. There we go. Now we do make install. Alright, so I'm back, and I am on the new kernel now. We can check it by using dmessage grep head, and there we are. We're on 5.9.0 RC8. It's RC9 will be released maybe today evening or so, but I don't think this patch is there in the mainline kernel yet. Probably will come by Linux kernel 5.10. Anyway, let's check if the clock speed issue has been resolved. We do DRI prime. Let's run it. And what do you know? It's solved. I'm now running at the proper clock speeds. That's right, baby. 100 frames per second in Unigine heaven. Anyway, so yes, as you can see, the patch is working fine. On OpenSUSE Linux, it does require a little bit of tweaking for it to work. For instance, you have to compile the kernel basically twice, once with the default configuration and then once again with local mod configuration for it to actually work and not have the clock speeds stuck at 300 megahertz. I don't know why that is. The other people on the bug report thread have mentioned that that doesn't happen to them. But anyway, kudos to the AMD developers for catching this bug and getting a fix pretty quickly, even if it does require a bit of work. Hopefully, this issue is resolved upstream with the Linux kernel and more people test it. Anyway, so let's see how some of the games work with this new kernel. Processing Vulkan shaders. Alright, for this I'm just going to continue where I left off. I might do a live stream later on Twitch. If you would like to see that, you can tune into my Twitch channel in maybe half an hour or so. Okay, no, not half an hour. I might do it next week. Yes, I might do it next week. Now, can I jump across? Well, this is either going to be an epic fail or it's gonna... Ow! Yep, epic fail. Okay, now I basically need to get to that building. Let's go all the way back down. push this thing. You can't push it. Let's detonate that.
This is the spot, man.
Keep looking. Someone's playing.
I don't feel good about this.
Now I have to get the directly elect row and get there, right?
Turn around, Ark. This doesn't concern you. Fuck! I lost him! That's it. You should have left when you had the chance.
No one coming up here? No. Okay. I thought I saw a door here somewhere. Okay, seriously? Okay, this is the first time I'm playing this level, so... Okay, I have to get there. Here we go. Let's take him out. Where's my mission again? Find a shipment inside of that electro, right? Okay.
See? Didn't I tell you it was a stupid idea to let those Purity First assholes set up camp on our turf?
Yeah, but it wasn't our decision, so too bad. Besides, they paid rent like everybody else, so what's the big deal?
Come on. These fucks have been coming in here promising all sorts of glory and bullshit if we join them. And all they're doing is getting us killed.
You're just jealous because they never took you.
After the way they fucked up their op in Milwaukee Junction, they should have just blown up that building sky high with every fucking robo-hogger inside it. Sanders is all talk.
Then why'd you...
I knew
someone was here.
Where you going, chicken shit?
Make sure.
You gonna make me come and get you? That's bullshit. I'm about to do that. Fuck you. Fuck. Keep me coming.
I'm going.
Over here. God damn.
need. Good. Let's just go back. Go back the way I came.
Keep out of this, Hanser. Get lost. Keep running, asshole.
Why would you book me a trick inside D-Row? What if some shit goes down?
Did you get everything? We have to get that son of a bitch, Jensen.
I think I have everything.
Excellent, Jensen. I knew I could trust you. My guys got their hands on Double T, and you identified the shipment. Apparently you weren't so subtle with the last part, but hey, at least the job is done. What else you got?
Here's the weapon used in the dealer's murder. Hope you can make good use of it.
You bet, big boy. I've got a feeling O'Malley's guy will become a lot more receptive to interrogation once he knows I can pin this murder on him.
I paid a little B&E visit to O'Malley's apartment. There was a second shipment of weapons, government issue. I don't know how he got his hands on that type of hardware, but the man's got reach.
Great work. Found something else?
I found a stash of illegal drugs. Not much, but enough to get him convicted.
Good. The more dirt we dig up on that asshole, the better our chances to put him away for good. Got anything else?
I managed to hack into his personal account. I think you might want to check any connection O'Malley has with FEMA. There's definitely something going on there.
My God, Jensen. With all you've uncovered, you've probably provided us with months of legal investigation. What's next? You're gonna tell me you found proof he's got free satellite TV?
No, that about covers it. I think O'Malley's plan was to start a controlled gang war between the derelict row ballers and the Motor City bangers. You might want to check into that.
Really? All right, I'll keep that in mind when I review all the evidence. Well, that's it. You did a great job. Here's the stuff I promised you. We've got more than enough to nail him now, and I want to make a move before that son of a bitch gets wise. But I ain't got no backup, and I doubt he'll go down peacefully. You've already done the bulk of the job. You want to put the finishing touches on yourself?
It'll be my pleasure.
Perfect. My contact tells me O'Malley's gone back to his apartment. Go get him. I'll be waiting for you in the alley near the building once you've taken care of that scumbag.
Have to go back to the apartments.
Come on, baby.
I doubt this guy is gonna come quietly. ground floor.
Mr. Jensen. Don't know why I didn't recognize you the first time. Here to make sure your treachery is complete.
You play a dangerous game, O'Malley. Manipulating people, killing them. What's happening here shouldn't come as a surprise. It's an inevitable consequence.
In the end, it seems you and I aren't so different, Mr. Jensen. You too seem to consider this world only through cold, hard facts.
Whatever. I'm here to arrest you. I strongly suggest you consider a peaceful resolution.
I'm afraid I won't be able to comply, Mr. Jensen. But allow me to make you a different offer.
I'm listening.
I don't resent you for what you did. You played your cards and alliances well, and it's something I can respect. Still, it doesn't mean that I accept defeat. I'm willing to transfer to you a rather enviable sum in exchange for my freedom.
I don't think so. No more games. You're going down.
So be it.
Who's there?
Let's try loading.
All the media
Right.
speculations surrounded that hot
Mr. Jensen. Don't know why I did.
Okay, let's try the distinct
Treachery?
approach.
You lie, steal, murder, manipulate, and cheat on a daily basis. Men like you shouldn't even be allowed to use the word treachery.
Your little outburst is quite amusing, Mr. Jensen. I didn't mean any of it as an insult.
Whatever. I'm here to arrest you. I strongly suggest you consider a peaceful resolution.
I'm afraid I won't be able to comply, Mr.
Save your breath. We're done with this bullshit. You're going down.
So be it.
Now that being said, what happened here tonight?
Mr. Taggart
Perfect.
expressed a sincere desire to stand in perfect General Assembly with David Sarin, united in their cause to find a common ground. Should that day ever come to pass, one cannot
Something
help but wonder if
here.
millionaire Darrow, the man who's in a...
What's in the pocket secretary? Oh. Damn, I could have used that instead of hacking it.
Technology to the forefront will also be present. So far, Mr. Darrow has refused our...
Okay, she's just in the alley. Can just go down and kill her.
So? What happened?
He looked a bit tired and it made him grumpy. He's asleep now. All that's left to do is go in there and cuff him.
I've always liked your style, Jensen. I know I've said it a couple of times already, but thanks. You've done a really good thing today. It's been a pleasure working with you again. Just like old times, eh? Good luck with... well, whatever it is your cute ass is working on these days.
Okay. Now I have to get back there and complete the main mission. Okay, but anyway, I just wanted to check if the new kernel works properly. And it looks like it is. I'm running at a full 800 megahertz. But then again, this game isn't that demanding on this CPU, on this GPU. Maybe it would be if I upped the resolution. What are my settings? Yeah. Let's try making them soft. High. That's on. VSync is off. Triple buffering on. Tessellation is off. Okay, a bit of a stutter. Okay, let me reset those.